What is going on, guys? Today, you already know the routine. You already know the drill. We have another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This is against Pito. I forgot his Twitch name, but this happened on my live stream. I think it started with an S. That's irrelevant anyways. So, my opponent's team is very, very threatening. That Noivern scared the crap out of me. I know Noivern's not the strongest Pokemon in the world, but it was still pretty scary considering my team pretty much has no special walls besides Tyranitar, and my Tyranitar's not even a special defense boosting nature. It's adamant. And Noivern gets Focus Blast, so if he had that, then that would have been bad. That Gengar also scares the crap out of me. That Rotom also scares the crap out of me. I have nothing for Rotom. I don't understand why I make teams like this. I don't think about the teams I make before I make them. But then again, like I said in the past, most of my teams are just, you know, random combinations of Pokemon because I want to kind of switch it up sometimes. Anyways, I'm going to lead off with my Sableye. Thinking he might want to lead up with this Mamoswine. He actually does lead up with this Mamoswine. So I go straight for the taunt just so that he doesn't get his Stealth Rocks up because I don't have a Rapid Spinner on my team. But he predicts that nicely and goes straight for the Earthquake. The Earthquake does not do half because I am max HP, max defense, which is pretty good because I would have had to make a very, very risky play the next turn if it did over half, so I'm very grateful that it didn't. So that leaves me free to go for the Will-O-Wisp on whatever. He actually switches out to his Rotom and I end up missing, which is really lame because now I'm gonna have to stay in and use it again. I needed this Rotom to be burned so that if he had the Chestnut Berry, he would be forced to use it more quickly because I need to get rid of this Rotom ASAP because it destroys my entire team. So, luckily I do hit the second Will-O-Wisp. I like how I say luckily I hit the second Will-O-Wisp like it's supposed to miss or something. But he actually goes for the Volt Switch, which is actually better than him going for the Will-O-Wisp because if he had gone for the Will-O-Wisp, I would not have liked him to go for the Will-O-Wisp because I need my Sableye, and taking residual damage every turn is much worse than just taking a set amount of damage for one turn. So, I am scared of this freaking Noivern here, so I'm going to go out to my Bangirasu and set up the Sandstorm and hopefully take a Draco Meteor or whatever he wanted to go for. But he actually ends up going for the U-turn, which is a very, very good play on his part. I don't think that would have killed the Sableye, but he obviously predicted me to switch out, so the U-turn was a very good play on his part. Because now he's going to be able to send out his Rotom. I don't really care about my Tyranitar. I know my Tyranitar probably walls his Noivern if he doesn't have the Focus Blast. As a matter of fact, it does wall his Noivern if he doesn't have the Focus Blast. But my main objective here is to get up my rocks. I don't even care if he kills me. I don't care if he burns me. I just want my rocks up. As long as I get my rocks up, I don't care what he does to my Mega Tyranitar. Not only that, but I Mega Evolved into my Mega Tyranitar just so that I could ensure that I would live the Hydro Pump because Mega Tyranitar does have much more special defense than normal Tyranitar, which is pretty insane because normal Tyranitar already had a ton, especially under the Sandstorm. But like I said, I don't care what he does to me. He's going to go for the Hydro Pump, hit twice in a row, and take out my Tyranitar after I get the rocks up. And he also does not have a Rapid Spinner, so that's very good for me. My Tyranitar's mission is complete here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go out to my Cloyster, seeing as how he is going to be taking Sandstorm damage and burn damage. And I figured that I might be able to take him out from where he is with a unboosted Rock Blast. And luckily for me, like I said, I'm always skeptical on how much damage these moves do. After those first two hits, I was like, damn it, it's not going to kill. I'm going to die to a Volt Switch. But as you guys can see, it actually kills. And I'm like, it seems that they always die on the 5th hit too. Like, I've never killed anybody on the 4th or 3rd hit. It's always the 5th hit. And I don't get any critical hits either. So these moves are really strong. Rock Blast is a really, really strong rock move on Cloyster. Anyways, he goes out to his Gengar, and I have a decision to make here. I did not switch in my Sableye predicting the Focus Blast, which is actually what he goes for here. That is not the case at all. I actually predicted him to go for the Shadow Ball or Sludge Bomb would have definitely killed my my Cloyster, especially coming from a Mega Gengar. So I don't know why he went for Focus Blast, to be honest. Maybe he didn't know. But either way, like I said, I'm actually going to go back to my Cloyster because I had a lapse. I completely forgot why I was saving my Sableye in the first place. But luckily it actually paid off. I got a little bit more HP and I switched right back to my Cloyster. I was like, what am I doing? I don't need my Cloyster as much as I need my Sableye. Let me switch back to Cloyster and allow this thing to die so that I can you know, save my Sableye for his Aegislash and his Gengar. And I actually have the King's Rock on my Cloyster. I know that's not the most noble item to carry on Cloyster, but I actually get the King's Rock flinch with the Ice Shard, which is hilarious if you ask me. It actually ends up not mattering. I just thought it was funny. I mean, if he did want to switch out for my Scarf Gengar, I mean, he could have, but he probably wasn't going to, considering he doesn't know what move I was going to go for. He doesn't know what moveset I am. So I am a Scarf Garchomp, and I end up taking his Gengar out with the Scarf Dragon Claw. He's actually going to take this opportunity to go out to his Gyarados, but I really don't care about Gyarados. Like I said, I do have the Sableye, but I also have the Slowbro, which I actually completely forgot about. And I was like, what should I do about this Gyarados here? I looked at my team, I was like, oh, Slowbro is chilling right here, waiting to come out, waiting to paralyze this Gyarados, waiting to crush some souls. Slowbro was just chilling. I just completely forgot. So he's going to go for the Dragon Dance. Nobody cares. Nobody's scared. Plus one Gyarados is not going to be doing anything to Slowbro. Gyarados cannot get bounced at the moment, so there's really nothing to worry about. This Earthquake's going to do absolutely nothing. I'm going to paralyze this thing. Luckily for me, he didn't have the Substitute or the Taunt. Even if he had Substitute, I probably still wouldn't have been worried about this thing. Just because, like I said, he doesn't have Bounce, so there's nothing that he can really do to me that I have to worry about, that is. So, after paralyzing him, I'm going to go straight for the Psychic. I'm actually surprised that I outspeed. Even though I know he's paralyzed, but I was just still surprised that Slowbro was faster. But anyways, I go for the Psychic, get the special defense drop, and he actually gets the Parahacks. Like I said, there's really nothing he can do to me that I need to worry about. Obviously, it sucks that he's getting Parahacks and special defense drops, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure I would have come out of this scuffle with at least damn near full HP. Considering I do have the Slack Off, he can't really do much to me in the first place, and yeah, that's just that. Those are just the facts of the matter. So he does end up getting paralyzed again, which is pretty unfortunate for him, like I said. But like I said previously, I don't think it would have mattered at all unless he planned to switch out as I recovered. But anyways, I'm gonna go for another Psychic, take out this Gyarados, which could have potentially been a big threat to my team. And all he really has left that I need to worry about is the Noivern and the Aegislash. The Aegislash is gonna be a problem, but I do have the Sableye for that, like I said. So if I predict correctly around that, I should not be troubled by that. But the Noivern is a problem. Noivern is a very big problem. All he really has to do is just Draco Meteor everything, and there's not much I can do. But then again, I do have the Skarmory, but like I said, Draco Meteor is going to be doing a lot to Skarmory if he is Choice Specs, even if I resist it. But at the same time, if he does go for the Draco Meteor, I do have the Roost, so it doesn't really matter actually. I was pretty much worried for nothing. But he always has the option of predicting my switch out and going for the Flamethrower, so there's that as well. So he actually U-turns out, which is a very nice prediction once again. He predicted me to switch out. He actually goes out to his Aegislash on my Skarmory, and he's going to go straight for the Sacred Sword, probably predicting the Whirlwind. I really have no choice here. I don't want to switch in my Sableye just in case he predicts that. So I'm going to go straight for the Whirlwind. The Sacred Sword didn't do much at all, so I don't really have anything to worry about just yet. He's going to go out to his Mamoswine after, well, he doesn't go out, I Whirlwind him out. I Whirlwind him out to his Mamoswine. He takes a little bit of the Stealth Rock damage. It's really good that I got my Stealth Rocks up before that Rotom killed me, because that Noivern is going to be getting whittled down every turn. So what I'm going to do now is go out to my Slowbro. Obviously, Mamoswine cannot really touch Slowbro, especially if he's going to be going for Icicle Spears. Eating it up. Eating it up. Eating it up. He's eating up all these Icicle Spears. Like I said, it doesn't do much damage at all. It kind of did almost as much as the Earthquake from that +1 Gyarados did, just to show you how hard body Slowbro is. I really love Slowbro. It's a pretty good Pokemon. It's very, very bulky. But anyways, he's going to go for them late game Stealth Rocks. The late game Stealth Rocks are here. I mean, it's better late than never, right? I'm actually going to go for the Psychic and get a critical hit. But judging from the damage and judging from how critical hits do 1.5 times instead of 2 times, I'm fairly certain that the Psychic would have been a 2-hit KO regardless. And he gets a critical hit right back, so there's that. And I'm going to be able to take him out with the Psychic. And there goes the Mamoswine. So now I think all he has left are the Noivern and the Aegislash. And all I really have to do is play around well here. And he actually makes quite the mistake here. I stay in because I don't need my Slowbro anymore. But he predicts me to switch to my Skarmory, and he pays dearly for it, because I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam after he burns me. It doesn't really matter, like I said. I don't need my my Slowbro at all. And I guess he didn't know that. I don't need my... There's nothing my Slowbro can do to either of these Pokemon. Well, if he does the wrong move like he did there, obviously my Slowbro can take out the Noivern. But had he gone for Draco Meteor, I would have been for... Like, there's nothing I can do to prevent him from killing me with either the Aegislash or the Noivern. So He definitely should have gone for Draco Meteor there. It was the safest play. He's down, so he should be... I know he... As a matter of fact, no. No, that's not true at all. Him being down requires him to play a lot more risky. But in that situation right there, I think he should have just gone for the Draco Meteor, because if I stay in, you lose. So it's either I stay in and you lose, or you go for Draco Meteor and do damage to something regardless of what I do. But either way, I'm going to be going out to my Sableye, and it looks like he predicted my Skarmory to come in yet again, because he actually goes for the the Sacred Sword. And, you know, that's going to allow me to switch in my Sableye safely. I was expecting him to go for the Swords Dance, which is why I switched to my Sableye in the first place. But he actually, like I said, he actually ends up going for the Sacred Sword. So that gives me the opportunity to burn this man, especially because most Aegislashes run the Brave nature, which is, because as a matter of fact, Aegislash is actually faster than Sableye on paper, but since most Aegislash run Brave, I was actually able to outspeed and get the burn on there. Regardless, I don't think the Shadow Sneak would have killed me even if he wasn't burned though, but I guess we'll never know. I just judged that based on you know, how much his burned Shadow Sneak did to me, and you know, because you're attacking half, so double that up, and I probably would have lived the Shadow Sneak regardless. But either way, I'm gonna go for the taunt here, just to make sure he doesn't use King Shield, and just to make sure he doesn't use if he can't use King Shield, he can't go back into defensive form, and that's gonna allow me to use his attack stat against him and kill him with a foul play. So there's the battle. Sableye's out here claiming souls. Yeah, Sableye's out here BAP crushing souls. That was a good game though. I think he made a couple of mistakes that he could have prevented, but either way, it was a good game, good learning experience for both of us. I kind of like this team though. This team is doing pretty well. John Carlo actually beat the previous version of this team. I had an Excadrill instead of the Garchomp, but Garchomp is definitely the better choice. I need something for fast Pokemon. If I have a team full of slow Pokemon, that's really stupid. So, but like I said, most of my teams are just random combinations of Pokemon that I want to try out. Because, you know, if you make a new Pokemon, you want to use it. So I had made the Cloyster and the Sableye, so I wanted to use them. But anyways, and the Slowbro. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will be back tomorrow with most likely another battle. Ugh, what?